Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2025, Riverbend Springs. So, in the last episode, I did say, okay, we got some weeds growing up here. We need to get rid of those. So, this episode will be probably weeding and lime. But before we get to that, we actually need to go and should we get a horse stable now? So we're gonna weed. We also need to go and get I installed the precision farming mod, which adds a little bit more realism to the game. So we're gonna go ahead and get the soil sampler so we can send that off and find out what type of soil we have. So this episode is really going to be preparing the next couple episodes are really going to be preparing our fields for the next crops, which I haven't decided what we're going to do yet. And we are also going to be building a pasture for horses. So, as you can see, we only have 81,000. So the canola that we got from the last harvest, we might end up selling. That way we can really invest into our farm, and maybe we'll get a greenhouse, maybe not. The good thing is, and I think we were going to return this, but we actually have a bigger fertilizer here. This is, I believe, the only fertilizer tool that we can use. Where is it? Yield improvements that we can use with lime. Yeah. So I also have the liquid lime installed, the mod, but I don't have a liquid sprayer. So that's really not gonna do anything right now. But what we'll do is we'll get, where do they put it? Soil sampler. I'm assuming it would be, no, okay. Not in here. Miscellaneous? No. What about here? No. Okay, let's just look it up by the mod. Mods and DLCs. Precision farming. Okay. Huh. This is what we need. The soil sampling unit. So we'll go ahead and we'll buy this. Now we're down 17. Yikes. I have this trailer. Can it only be... Oh, this doesn't have a front 3-point. Okay. So we'll just have to send another tractor back for that. We'll probably put that soil sampler on a smaller tractor like the Dukes, and then we'll send this one back and have this one take that back. And then I need to find out if there is a place for me to get some line, and where that would be instead of buying the pallets. Because the pallets can get pretty expensive and lime goes pretty fast, so it's not really it's not the best to use, because we'll have to make multiple trips back, and that's just not what we want to be doing. At all. Okay. I'll put this down. Bring this back out to the streets. And then we will send it. It doesn't look like that's working. Okay, forgot. So, select this guy, set destination, and we'll just have him go right here. Okay. You know what? Matter of fact, we'll use the small John Deere. Why not? Soil samples. Unfold it. We'll start off. Lower it. Take the soil sample. I believe when it turns solid, it turns solid, it's good. Take another sample. take another sample. Have to back up. Take another sample. Dang. Gotta back up. Okay, take another sample. So, I hope y'all's week's been good. My week has been alright. I feel tired. It's kind of normal. But overall, I've been good. I can't complain because, you know, God's given me another day, so thank God for another day. Emotionally, I've been alright. Physically, I've been doing good. Physically, been riding the bike almost every week. Go mountain biking, so that's been pretty fun. I'll say this, I am ready for a vacation. Really ready for a vacation. From work. Yeah, I know, I kinda say a lot. It's because I really don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say, guys. I'm trying my best to find out what we're gonna talk about and everything like that. But really, this is my gameplay series is really just, it's a laid back, you know, video to watch. I do this in my free time. I will say I've been feeling a little discouraged though. Just a lot going on, and I really feel like it's been challenging for sure. And you know, God doesn't really promise us you know, for everything to be all rainbows and sunshine, you know. Trials and tribulations is what makes us who we are. That's how God teaches us things. And it's not because, you know, He doesn't love us, because He does. It's just sometimes if think of it like a loving father, right? Because that's what God is. If, for example, we're gonna send soil samples for analysis. Okay. So, for example, alright, would, man, I lost it, my bad. My bad, guys. I really can't think right now. But, okay, to make an example, alright? Say you did something wrong, and your mom and dad didn't punish you. Like, they didn't ground you or take away your phone. Do you think you will learn from that? No, you wouldn't. Saving. At least I know the one time I talked back to my mom, she slapped me. Yes. And it was not a fun slap either. That sucker hurt. But she did slap me. And I definitely did learn my lesson. So it's the same way in that. Like finances, for example. Say you're really bad with your finances. And all of a sudden you don't have the money to come up with a rent. You know, is God gonna let you go through that eviction and teach you a lesson? Yes, but God will also provide you a way out, if that makes sense. Like, for example, this is me. When I was not 19, 20, right? When I was 20, I left the job that I was working at for another job, and we had rent due, and but at this time I was smoking weed, and I was like, nah, I can wait till I start working, and so I just spent all that money on weed, and about 3 weeks later I got my first paycheck, and by the time that paycheck came in, it was too late. The eviction was already started, and we needed to come up with 2 months worth of rent before they would not even consider doing the eviction. So, because of my actions with my finances, we got evicted, and God still provided a way though. Like, He put us in a hotel, so we still had a roof over our head. Yeah, it sucked because it was 4 people, scrammed into one room. But the point is that God provides a way, and He speaks to us and teaches us through things that happen in the world. And you can either take it 2 ways. You can take it as, God's showing me something, He's trying to teach me something. Or you can take it like God, what's the word that I'm looking for? That God is punishing you, but He's not. I don't know if that makes any sense, but our actions have consequences, and it may just affect ourselves, but it may affect your whole family too. So just be very wise with your decisions and your actions. I'm gonna start a time lapse, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright, guys. Alright guys, so that's the fields done. Remove the weeds. We're gonna go check back over on the other tractor. Matter of fact, let me find out, is there something that we can get for bunker, silo, constructibles, container. Fillable line. Tools? No. Wouldn't be in tools. Factories. No. We'll get back to the horses in a bit. Selling points. Debris crusher. No. I thought there was somewhere to buy lime from. Silo extensions. Containers. Free water. Lime station. Liquid lime. No. Okay, then let's check on here. That's a tailor shop. Wait. Lime station. Okay, there's one right there. So let's grab this. Let's grab our fertilizer thingy. Yeah, so I also heard there's another DLC coming out. I think it's called Highlands fishing. I don't think it's called that. But they're adding a way to catch fish, like a production chain, and then they're also adding the crop onions, and who knows what else they're adding. They might be adding more crops, they might not. But I started playing this game since I think it was Farming Simulator 13 or 15. No, I think it was Farming Simulator 15. And there's one map that I really want them to bring back. I forgot what map it's called. But that's a really awesome map. Oh wow. I didn't realize how close it was. Wait, oops, sorry. Oops. Oops. Fill line. Oh, and I can buy solid. Okay. Youchie. No values detected yet. That pH value is new. I heard it's actually worse if you deep plow your field. It's what I heard, at least that's the way it was on the last precision farming, I believe. Ooh, okay. It's getting pretty heavy. Okay, so obviously the results came back. Either it's going to use more or less fertilizer. That is adaptive. And the cool thing is if you turn it on, okay, it's actually going to apply. Never mind. I was going to say it because it wasn't gonna, but I proved myself wrong. I thought it automatically turned off, but nah, it doesn't. I guess not. But the fertilizer does, I believe. Or actually, I think maybe we would need a more advanced sprayer for that. So you can see it slowed down, and see now it's applying a little bit more, a little faster. So yeah, guys, I'll do another time lapse, and when I get back, or after the time lapse is over, we'll buy some horses. Alright, guys. Alright, guys, so we're approaching the end of liming the fields. So I was thinking that for the horses, I was thinking we could get lime this part. We used a lot of lime, a ton of lime. So I was thinking maybe we can get like 3 horses. That's what I was. Is it raining? No. And I was thinking we could place it over here. Wonder if these doors open. No, they don't. Wait, is it raining? Yeah? It shows it is raining. Okay, so we'll go construction. Let's do got horses and horses. think we are gonna get this one because this one I don't think needs water. Yeah, any of these don't need water. So where do we want to put these horses? We could put them here. Wait, where do we put the food? Let's put... We're gonna put it right here. No. Yes. So pets are there. Okay, and the food goes here. So we will buy. We can do a chestnut. We'll do a chestnut. We'll do a dun. And a pinto. Look. Open. Ah, look at them. They're so cute. So we can ride them. Too bad we can't do first person. So every day, I do have a mod installed that will automatically ride the horses. But we can try and make a point, like a episode every now and then where we'll explore the map a little bit with the horses. Whee! This map is pretty beautiful. See, there's the ferry. So maybe we can just do a map where we just, or an episode where we just explore. Wonder if there's mods for mountain bikes. That'd be pretty fun. If there's a mountain biking mod. So, let's put our horsey back. And, let's fill up their stuff with, food. Now, how'd I get off? Close it. Let's grab our little John Deere. feel like it rains too often in this game. Maybe it's just that time of year for this map. Nope. Alright, we'll disconnect that one. Okay, so we got 24,000 canola, y'all. And 12,000 oat. Which, from what I understand, horses they don't eat a lot of food. So dump. Wow, is it gonna take all the oat? Yeah. It took all the oat. So let's might as well get the rest of the oat. And so at least one field is gonna have to be oat. Because the horses need to eat. I would be shocked if it didn't take all this. Okay, it did. So, got 12,000 food. Base food. So, hay. Hey. Does the store have hay? Wow, that's a nice tractor. Objects. Bales. Round bale hay. Square bale hay. Vegetable pallets. Potatoes. A potato flew around my roof before you came. Excuse the mess we made. California, like Arizona. Oh no, I've been thinking about you. So, alright, we'll get a couple of those. That. Take the tractor over there. I don't think we're gonna need anything else. And that should it. We'll do one final time lapse and then I'll come back and then that'll be it for the episode. Alright, so let's go back. Let's take this back and put this where it belongs. Ooh, okay. We'll just place this right here. And then, so driving those back were just a little bit sketchy. Just a little bit sketchy. Okay, maybe it was really sketchy. Why isn't it taking it? Oh, it did. I think. Let's find out. If it... Yeah, it took almost that whole bale. Okay. So, ooh. I forgot. We need to clean. Done. %. I think we need to buy a horse brush. Purchase. Yep. And then hand tool. There you go. Get them nice and clean. And get all the areas. Good. Alright guys, so that's it for the episode. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And well, I'll see you guys next time.